Hi, my name is Mr. Stewart, and I'm your child's geometry teacher this year. Welcome to our geometry page. This year, we're going to be using Canvas for our course. So let's kind of take a look at where you can find things if you're looking through to find assignments and different notes. So first off, you'll come to a home page. There's a little icon here. Kind of click on me so you can see it. There's a little icon here. That's for your Google Meet. So the student will click that, and then they'll be able to access the virtual course, as well as a virtual book. So once again, click on that, and there's a online book for the student. And then also too, if a student or a parent needs to reach me, there's my email and my extension for my room. Now on Canvas, there's a little place which is nice. It's called your calendar. So when a student clicks on their calendar, they'll be able to see any of the assignments that are coming. Right now, currently, we're on the 3rd, so there's just a calendar practice for the students. When you go back into the course too, there's something called modules. Modules are very nice because they're units. So whenever we're going down through a unit, for instance, here's our welcome unit. Students will be able to access different notes, homework assignments, and then any answers that they might have or need for any of the assignments as well. Currently, I'm going to go over the expectations of the course with you. Your child should have done this beforehand in order to sign off. But if not, then here's kind of what we're expecting of our students. Because this is a new setting, hybrid, cyber, it's very, very different than what you've seen before. We're asking that students are flexible, we are flexible as teachers to help meet all of your needs. Within this course, you will need to get a 75% in order to move to the next course. We like to make sure that students in math have very solid fundamentals before they move on. Each day, students are expected to bring some type of writing utensil, whether it be a stylus or a pencil, definitely their computer. If they want to take notes, they can bring a notebook, but sometimes students like to use a computer to take notes as well. A protractor or straight edge is highly recommended for the course, as you'll be using them throughout. And then a calculator, just a calculator, scientific calculator is preferred. We appreciate it if it's not one that's on their phones. Procedures in class, please make sure to be on time. If you're virtual for the day, we ask that students have their camera turned on so that we may see that they're visibly present. We ask that cell phones aren't shown. And then if anybody needs to get anything before class, sharpen your pencil, go to the bathroom, borrow something, just make sure it's done, early at the very beginning of class. Treat your fellow students and teachers with respect, and then if you need to leave for some reason, remember it's an emergency only scenario, but you will have to ask permission. The grading scale, if you take a look there, we go by 75% for tests and quizzes, 15 for graded assignments, and then 10 for completion assignments for Q1 and 3. And then we change it up a little bit. We add an extra 10% for midterms and finals, and we take away from the graded assignment and completion assignments. Classroom activities, I know it's very difficult because it might be a cyber setting or in-class setting, and some questions might be geared towards one group or another. We just ask that you participate in all the classroom activities, and then if there's any regulations or rules, that you respect those. Homework assignments are checked for effort, not for correctness. I try my best not to do correctness. The answers are all provided in the book. So all I ask is that students try their best, work through the problems, check their answer, and then come to class with any questions that they might have. Quizzes and tests are given throughout the year. Students will receive prior notice to these, so they have ample time to study. And then here's our district grading scale. Attendance is mandatory, whether here or online. In one way or another, you must be present, and I appreciate if you're in the virtual setting that you have your microphone muted whenever you first come in. Any makeup work, if a student is absent, if they know ahead of time, if they want to give me a heads up, I can provide them with work. Or if they're absent suddenly unannounced, they come in the next day. Uh, Everything should be on Canvas, but if they need a little help, they can definitely ask. Late work policy, completion assignments such as homework, once they're late, they're late. They're not no longer accepted, but I still ask that the students do them in order to get that practice. Uh, Once a parent has kind of gone through these, I'm sure that most of you have with your student, hopefully, there was a Google form that needed to be filled out. So by now, everybody should have done that. That's pretty much it for geometry. If you ever have any questions or concerns about your child, please feel free to reach out to me. You can also, if you get access to their Canvas, it's kind of nice to see their notes and where what their assignments are through the calendar. But again, my email, grstewart@southfayette.org, and then my extension at the school is 618. Thank you very much for your time and have a great evening.